everyone, welcome back to another video. We are continuing on with the Gunbreaker questline here in Limsa Lominsa. We are ready to go. As you can see, Claire looks amazing, as she usually does. So the next quest here from Radovan is called Confessions of a Flamin' Mongrel. Radovan is hoping for a nice, straightforward, no strings attached assignment. You'll be pleased to hear that the Yellow Jackets have offered us an assignment. After taking on more than we bargained for with our previous clients, we're hoping this one will turn out to be relatively straightforward. We haven't heard what it entails yet, but I'll bet it's something important. A man called Futag Yafutag has agreed to meet us in the Bulwark Hall. Let's go and see what he wants. I love how every time we see Sophie, she's got a different outfit on. I really do like that. You don't see that too often. So we'll just head downstairs. And I hate to tell you this, Radovan, but I really don't think you'll be getting a quiet, peaceful, straightforward assignment here. I mean, this is Eorzea, so you really don't expect things to be easy here. Oh, these load screens, they take up half my life. Especially in Limsa because there's always so many people here. Their uniform seems a bit blowy for my taste, but I do like the color. So these Yellow Jackets uphold the law. I imagine they have their work cut out for them around here. Thank you for coming at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. We want you to protect Goodwiz, who was until recently a leader of the Flaming Mongrels. They were once a gang of raiders, but eventually settled in Limsa Lominsa to extort and rob their way to a position of considerable influence in the criminal underworld. That all ended when Goodwiz turned himself in. No one saw it coming, not even the other Flaming Mongrels. He's due to give testimony in exchange for a reduced sentence, and not just about the crimes he committed himself either. All the gangs he's had dealings with have ample reason to silence him before he spills his secrets. He's currently being held in the Morbid Dry Docks. Your job is to see that he reaches Limsa in one piece. So you want us to act as bodyguards to a criminal? I don't like the sound of that. We be protecting the information that's in his head, which could be used to bring countless other lawbreakers to justice. Sounds like a worthwhile cause to me. It is, and before you ask why we're hiring outsiders, it's to avoid attention. If I pull too many Yellow Jackets from their posts, the gangs will figure out what's going on. Better to give the impression that it's business as usual while using professionals like you to escort him in secret. We still need to secure the route, so I'll go on ahead and see to the preparations. Come and find me at the dry docks when you're ready. Before we begin, we should find out more about this Goodwiz. While it's important to place our trust in the client, I don't want to repeat the mistake we made last time. So we'll go and speak with some people around here. I don't think they would do the exact same thing again, but hey, you never know. If the rumors are true, the Flaming Mongrels are involved in most of the money laundering and extortion that goes on in this city. Goodwiz was at the center of this web, overseeing every aspect of these clan-dead activities. Now that he's finally found the decency to give himself up, I imagine that his former associates would rather he kept quiet concerning their dealings. Oh yes, everyone has heard of the Flaming Mongrels. The modus operandi is to offer loans, increase the interest to the extent that their mark has no hope of ever paying it back, and then forcing the poor soul to obey their every whim. I am not at liberty to discuss an ongoing investigation. I can say, however, that many Yellow Jackets believe heartless curs like Goodwiz deserve nothing less than death. Venus rogues have left only tragedy and despair in their wake. Mercy would be a waste. So let's head down through the markets. There's always so many people here. I kind of like that. It's so... But it does take forever to get anywhere. This Goodwiz has garnered quite the reputation for himself. It seems Futag Yafutag was telling the truth. Did you hear anything useful? Yeah, somewhat. Yes, it's just as Futa Yafukta said. Goodwiz certainly has a lot of enemies on both sides of the law. Radovan, it's not too late to refuse. Think about what you're doing. Trust me, I have. Now let's say no more on the matter. We have a job to do. You know, for Radovan, we still don't know too much about him, but I have to say I love his design. He looks amazing. We need more of the Rothgar, if you ask me. So they're all waiting for us. Can't let anyone get between us and Goodwiz. If he dies, it's all for naught. I expect he'll be in fetters, but I'll still be keeping an eye on him. If he tries to escape, I'll make him regret it. All set? Good. Then it's time to bring out the prisoner. I present Goodwiz, Scourge of Limsa Lominsa. His life's in your hands now. Guard him well. Thank you kindly. Are you sure you've got the right man? Quite sure. Now listen carefully, this is important. We scouted the road ahead and spotted a group of unsavory figures lying in wait. The plan is to put them down and rush past before anyone realizes what's happened. Well, if that's how you prefer to handle it, then very well. But we'll need someone to take the lead and cut through their ambush. I choose you for that role, Claire. Show me how far you come as a gunbreaker. The rest of us will stay close to Goodwiz and fend off any that try to flank us. Futag, I give you my word that we'll get him to Limsa Lominsa, even if I have to carry him there. We're depending on you, Claire. Once you clear the path, we'll be right behind you. We'll regroup at Orshan's Embrace and assess the situation before moving on. Cutting a swath through enemy lines, striking where they are most vulnerable before they have a chance to counterattack. This is where gunbreakers excel. Don't push yourself too hard. If things take a turn for the worse, fall back. I'll go with you if I could, but my first responsibility is to keep Goodwiz alive. Radovan's orders. I appreciate what you're doing for me, lass. Seems like a nice guy. Wonder if there's more to the story than that. So we can ignore the fate. So it should be around here. There. You can stop us. Oh, I know we can. Okay, so that wasn't too tough. Now we gotta find the other one over here. Oh, we got two. Gala! A pretty poor attempt at an ambush. Without the element of surprise, they're nothing. Yes, very impressive. But I'll save my thanks until we reach Limsa, if you don't mind. I bring bad news, I'm afraid. Those men weren't here to ambush you. They were only lookouts. The bulk of the enemy force lies ahead. We'll take the prisoner to a safe hiding place until those rogues have been dealt with. What? Why wasn't I informed sooner? We only just received the information ourselves. I'm to take the prisoner into custody, while you are to return to your post until further notice. As for the hirelings, their services are no longer required. Now, hold on a moment. Look, if you got a problem, take it up with Commodore Rainier. They're his orders, not mine. Alright, you made your point. Well, that's that, I suppose. Nevertheless, I'll see that you receive the full amount as agreed. It was a pleasure working with you. Something about this doesn't add up. Surely it would make more sense for Food Tag to go with them. Besides, our agreement was to see Good Wiz to Limsa Lominsa, and that's exactly what I intend to do. You two come with me. It looks like the shoe's on the other foot this time, so I can hardly refuse. Come on, before he does something we'll regret. Yeah, I don't like the looks of this whole thing. So either she's got a personal vendetta against this guy, or she is just pretending to be a yellow jacket. Yeah, let's just ride there. This might take a while. It's quite a long ways away. This is her idea of a safe hiding place? She took him inside. If my guess is correct, there's no time to waste.
Nothing for it but to follow him, I suppose.
Stop this at once! Stay out of it, sellsword! My friend's dead because of this filth. He's got no right to live, so why would you protect him? Because I gave my word. Though he may be beyond redemption, he acts not for his own sake, but for the good of others. His testimony will make Limsa Lominsa a safer place. Now lower your axe. Hank the 12 you got here when you did. Didn't take long for us to find out it was all a ruse. But by then, she already brought enough time to carry out her plan. Luckily for us, the three of you weren't so easily duped. Of course, she's not the only yellow jacket to bear a grudge against Goodwiz, but I never thought any of us would go to such lengths. A fine bloody mess this is. While we may have been waylaid somewhat, our orders to escort Goodwiz still stand. Before we go, I want to thank ye for all you've done. Truth is, I ain't got long to live. Even if I can escape having me head lopped off, the sickness'll get me sure enough. You could have lived out your days as one of the leading figures in the underworld, rich and powerful. What made you turn yourself in? Since afore I can remember, I've been cheating and killing to put food in me belly and gill in me pocket. And I was good at it too. Worked me way to the top. But top of what? Bunch of liars, swindlers, and murderers. And when I found out I only had a few moons left, I realized Limsa's the way it is because of people like me. It ain't gotta be that way though. Not if I say my piece. In that case, we best get you to Limsa. Post haste. Aye, for I kick the bucket. Lead the way. So, he's not a redeemed character, but he does feel remorseful for what he's done. I guess that's the best we can hope for. You done right by me. For that, I thank ye. That was rather more eventful than I anticipated. I must say, however, that you and yours perform admirably.
I'm glad our part's over, but I wonder what will happen to Goodwiz.
Not the most direct route, but we got here in the end. All that remains is for Goodwiz to give his testimony. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I offer my thanks. You kept your word. Now it's my turn. Fare ye well. Every city has its problems, but this one's more than most. It's high time we moved on.
Seeing as we've been to Alamico, Gridania, Udal, and Limsa Lominsa, that just leaves Ishgard. I don't exactly thrive in cold climates, though.
Just get yourself a decent overcoat and you'll be fine. Well then, let's be off. Alright, so we're going to Ishgard now. It always sends like this little thrill of excitement through me every time I hear we have to go to Ishgard. I mean, it's been so long since Heaven's Word came out, but you just don't get over such an amazing story like Heaven's Word was. It really was spectacular. In fact, it's hard to tell which storyline I like better. Either Shadowbringers or Heaven's Word. That's just how good it is. But it looks like this quest is almost over. We'll just stop in and see Radovan and Sophie. And we'll call it quits for there. Oh, I'm glad to see she got a coat after all.
Why would anyone want to live here? Even with these thick clothes, I'm frozen to the bone.
I'll admit, it's a fair bit colder than I was expecting. Not that it's anything to be concerned about.
That's easy for you to say.
You'll soon get used to it, I'm sure. Anyway, Claire, it seems that instead of offering work via the Adventurers Guild, Ishgard's Temple Knights issue leaves. Although there do not appear to be any clients in need of protection, it is only a matter of time before something comes our way. Until then, be sure not to let your skills or your gunblade grow rusty. Okay, so the next quest is going to be of defactors and defenders. Okay, so that's going to be it for now for the Gunbreakers quest. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and we'll be seeing you all again real soon. So until then, everyone, take care.